Hello friends, welcome to my channel ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today I am here with one more video on Francis Bacon. In my earlier video on Francis Bacon, I have discussed him in detail about his married life, about his earlier life, about his college and about his education, parents. All these are discussed in previous video. Link will be given in the description box. You can also check that video. Today I will discuss him as an essayist. So let us start with today's video. Francis Bacon, whose time period is 1561 to 1626, he is an English Renaissance statesman and also known as a great philosopher. He is also known as the father of the English essays, father of empiricism. He is one of the pioneers of modern philosophy and modern science, and he produced a large body of scientific work. All these points are discussed one by one in detail in my video in which I have discussed about Bacon in detail. So please check that video. And his three goals are also discussed in detail in my previous video. Bacon stated that he had three goals in his life, and his goals are to uncover truth, to serve his country, to serve his church. And he knew very well that if he wanted to achieve his three goals, he had to enter into politics. And he entered into politics and he achieved the same designation as his father, and he tried his best to cover these goals, but he was later on he had charges of corruption, so he was out of politics. So today I will discuss him only as an essayist, the father of the English essays. In his essays, he presents himself as a moralist, as a statesman and a man of the world. He was humane and by no means without ideals. Behind all his worldly ambitions and cruel policies lay an ideal enthusiasm for knowledge. He was acutely sensitive to both religious and moral motives. As we read, we naturally compare Bacon to one of those old Romans whom he himself describes as walking at certain hours in the forum and giving advice to those that they would use their advice. These essays are specimens of wisdom which arises out of an universal insight into the affairs of the world, and they are the fruits of the observation of the life. His essays, we can say, his essays are the finest expression of the practical wisdom that he had acquired from his life study or from his own experiences about the men of the world. He is often credited as the first great English essayist, but the word essay was borrowed from other writers such as French essayist Montaigne, who published his first book of essays in 1580, and also from we can say the Greek philosopher Aristotle, right? Bacon published his book of 10 essays in 1597, and the subjects of his essays were of studies, of discourse, of ceremonies, of and respects, and all these were subjects of his essays. And the essays of Bacon are in a class apart from all other essayists like Charles Lamb, Addison, and Steele. His essays, he calls his essays himself pithy jottings, and his essays, we can say, they were published in three successive editions, and they were first published in small volume in 1597. He described his essays as dispersed meditations or as brief notes set down rather significantly than curiously. Many of his essays we see resemble notebook jottings, right? Through his essays, one can get a good idea about his or own observation and quickly note it down. His we can say his essays are pithy jottings, rather apt than curious, and this description given by him fits exactly into his earlier essays like of studies. In this essay, the sentences are short and crisp, and each sentence stands by itself. Each sentence briefly expresses thought. So this is his style of writing, that he write in this way as brief notes, and one can easily take idea from those notes and note it down. And that is why they are called as notebook jottings, right? And if we talk about his style of writing. His style is generally aphoristic, direct, and brief. Here, the word aphoristic means a compact, condensed, and epigrammatic style of writing, or we can say an aphorism is a proverb or short sentence with quality. And we can note down many such examples in his works. He excels in this kind of writing, and his style is aphoristic, direct, and brief, all of which emphasize the practicality of his writing. At last, we can say his essays are the finest expression of the practical wisdom. His essays reflects his experience of men of the world, and this they reveal a habit of thought and action which is naturally generated under the despotic rule. His essays constitute a handbook of practical wisdom, and they exhibit a treasure of insight also. So friends, this is all about my today's video about Bacon as an essayist. I hope you will like it, and if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel. And if you're new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. And in my upcoming video, I will discuss about the essays of Bacon, which are divided into two parts: his earlier essays and later essays. So stay tuned, and thanks a lot for watching.